Now you're muted, Emily, so make sure you're unmuted.
I'm unmuted. Yeah, we don't need that to happen. I did before. But hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Prosperity Pathways.
Now you're muted, Emily, so make sure you're unmuted.
I'm unmuted on my side, dude. Yeah, we don't need that to happen. I did. Okay, that wasn't cool, but I am
make sure you're
on my side.
Yeah, make sure you're gonna get feedback if you don't mute your end of the stream.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's what you were talking about. Okay, I was thinking of something else. Very funny.
No, because I'm doing that because Kurt's making these funny grins in the camera.
Yeah, when is Kurt not doing that? But anyway, welcome back to another episode of Onward and Upward. I am Emily, one of your hosts today. And I have Kurt Roskoff and Adam Foyson with me today. Over to you, Kurt. You have your intro?
Yeah, I'd be happy to do an intro. Let's set the stage, ladies and gentlemen. I am Kurt Roskoff, an ambassador here at Onward and Upward. And Emily, even though she hasn't told you, she has created Friendly Fridays here by Onward and Upward. And many of you are getting this on other days of the week than Friday, but truth be told, we are producing these on Fridays. Supposed to be 4 p.m. Central Time, but we got her done within the first 10 minutes of the hour. So we're making progress, folks. It's Emily's first day, so please bear with her and look at there. It's like this is the blooper reel, folks. This is gonna be real fun and friendly. Fun and friendly Fridays here for the particular episode of today, October 15th, 2021. And so for all of you out there that don't know about Onward and Upward, because Emily didn't say anything yet about Onward and Upward. Onward and Upward is a nonprofit that has a mission of responding to those having home insecurity, so meaning homelessness and houselessness. And also we have a concerted passion with veterans, because our founder, Anna Maria Bliven, is an Army veteran. And so this is a veteran-based organization. And the founder of ours, Anna Maria Bliven, is also the founder of Prosperity Pathways. So with Prosperity Pathways, our big resource is tips, tricks, and techniques, consultation, and other resources for employment. And at Onward and Upward, in responding to homelessness, we know that it helps out a lot to have our directory on where to turn for shelter and housing opportunities. So we serve all of these things, playing our role to respond to the souls that need our help. And with Friendly Fridays, it's a carryover from in the past. Emily used to help out with a project, Random Acts of Kindness, and there was Aloha Fridays. And so we put that into a little hiatus, and to continue on with the Great Friday format, we have Friendly Fridays. So that's what's going on here. And Emily's intent, again, because she didn't say what her intent is, so I'll just kind of do the intro and kind of get this show flowing. Let's get a little flow with the show. And but the intent here is to open it up from the perspective of nonprofits. So to look at fundraising being done for elements like the Disability Channel. Adam brought up about the drone ball drop that we had earlier this week. And on the day of Prosperity Pathways, when, Emily took the day off, we kind of grabbed some video footage, some YouTube footage, and we showed the drone ball drop, which Adam was able to see because I filled in for for Emily on that day. So so here we are having a little bit of roasting of Emily.
But,
The- oh, here we go.
wasn't it Tuesday, dude, not Wednesday?
No, that was Wednesday, Adam, right?
I mean, the Disability Channel's
Yeah.
ball drop is Tuesday.
Yeah, but we
Yeah,
looked
but
at the YouTube video on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because he pulled up that was after it was recorded and being live. It was posted and then he restreamed it. Like he did Emily, he did what I normally would do when I'm doing my recordings for these shows.
Oh, okay.
So that's what he did. He recorded it and then he shared his screen and then shared his computer sound.
Oh, okay.
So I knew it was a recording because the 12th had already passed. It was the 13th. I know that for a fact.
It was a couple days ago.
Yeah. Finish up what you were doing, Kurt. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, the other item of significance at this point in time is tomorrow is a national holiday, and it is on my calendar. My pre-printed calendar is National Bosses Day. So Emily is ever so excited to celebrate her boss, Anna Maria Bliven, and give great Thanksgiving, a month early, for everything that's been brought into her life when she met Anna Maria over a year and a half ago. And Anna Maria just really fell into trusting Emily that all of the keys of the castle, as we call it, for Onward and Upward, were extended over to her. And onboarded, she became the executive assistant. So which means the assistant to the executive, which is Anna Maria. So we are still formulating plans, waiting for our executive assistant to issue them out. So maybe they'll be released live on podcast, live stream. That could be hot and sizzling, like right before everybody's very eyes. Emily's work of producing what we're going to do for National Bosses Day. This could be exciting. So we're on the edge of our seats and ready for more. So with that, I don't know, Adam, Emily, what more can I do for you? I'm here to serve. I'm Kurt Roskoff. We're doing Kurt Roskoff Unplugged, Uninhibited, Unprohibited. So what's next?
Didn't you say you had something else or more you wanted to say about the ball drop? Or did you say everything that you wanted to say about it?
No, I just thought we had numbers. I thought we had numbers and how everything went. I mean, I figured like there would already be numbers out, like what, how did it go? Like, because like not so much the drone ball drop, because I know that just happened within a week ago. So those because I know those just happened within a week ago. So the final totals, as far as fundraising, the numbers haven't come out yet. But mainly, like, did we have a good turnout with the smash party is the issue. Because I know that's when I started that's when I started the radio station. So can we report on, are we ready to report on the conclusion and how everything went with the smash party? Or do we not have that information yet?
Kurt, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Jay had a smash party connected to his.
No, but I thought Onward and Upward did a
Yeah,
smart.
yeah. But that one is for coming up, and
Oh, that one hasn't happened yet.
no, that one hasn't happened yet. So ours is coming up in February. So like 4 months
Oh.
from now. We were thinking of having a smash party
Oh, I thought
As-
one
as-
already
as-
came up. I'm
as
sorry.
part of it.
I thought one of them came up.
Yeah, what had happened is there was an intention of doing them every month. So
But and then I remember Anna Maria saying something that wasn't going to work out.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
basically the challenge has been there to get attendance. So basically that's where your radio project and everything is helpful because I guess Emily maybe has a learning curve, or maybe we're changing our approach, but Emily has just had a challenge in getting people to show up for the smash parties, and then Glenda didn't even know she was doing a smash party. So because of all
I
these,
see.
yeah, because of all these issues of just not really having the people involved that need to have a successful smash party, we just went the route of not having them. But then I brought up, well, why don't we do a smash party during this February 22nd event, have a drone ball drop and a smash party, and see what else we could conjure up. Could have like a silent auction, maybe do raffles and have various fundraisers going on to raise some significant money. And the idea is Anna Maria's family had the idea of having it indoors.
Yep.
And Anna Maria has become attracted to reach out to the Pfizer Forum.
Yeah, that's what she told me about. She really wants us to work on this 2022 thing. So, yeah, we'll talk about that because, yeah. I guess I was just confused on the dates.
Yeah, we had the smash party camp planned for the last few months and for next month, but due to our
mishaps and miscommunication.
Yeah, and the challenge of getting anybody to show up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So because I already have when you first announced the smash party the first time, I already got that. I already have that edited and processed. So I'm good with the edits that I made. So.
Okay.
So that was just basically my big thing because that was a mishap on my end. So.
Yeah, whatever works. But yeah, to everybody who's tuning in right now, to please save the date of February 22nd, 2022, because we are in the beginning planning stages of having a drone ball drop, just like the Disability Channel did a few days ago.
But on the Pfizer Forum floor.
Hopefully, yes. If
she can work it out.
Yes. And so we're in the planning stage of that. So we could save the date and join us then.
The key is we just need, okay.
It had, the thing with the 22 is with the whole idea of 22 veterans dying a day due to suicide.
Yep. That's what, That's what she wants. Her and I had a conversation. That's what she wants to work on. That's really what she's pushing for. So
Yeah, because it's a fundraiser for Onward and Upward.
Yep.
And um, and Anna Maria said so we may be getting Anna Maria coming on here in the next 20 minutes. So we'll see. But other kind of new developments, and Kurt, you can add to this, please. We've been, Onward and Upward has been getting, since one of our things is with veterans, we've been getting involved with a few veteran groups in a few different states. And forming like a coalition, and with one of the groups in Colorado, we may be being able to have a Onward and Upward location there, if all things work out with that. Gary, is there anything you want to say in regards to our veteran community and veteran and Onward and Upward community?
Yeah, Emily, what you're alluding to is Hope Advanced, with Tim and Brownie Richardson, and that's out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, and they're working with an entity out of Pueblo, Colorado, and so yeah, they're going to have housing place there with property, and and other things able to be facilitated on the grounds. So they're putting all that together, and so this concept of a community online work center is attractive to Tim Richardson for the purpose of Hope Advance. So it seems like these groups, like you're saying, Emily, are going to be given priority usage to the veterans. So it's going to be largely intended for that. And then we have JR out of Florida with his ranch. And then we have Brian out of Kentucky, where he's working with a property out of Illinois. And, so that's going to be Project Die Hard. And so we got the announcement from Brian today that there is a July 29th, 30th, and 31st event for supporting Project Die Hard. And that's going to be, I was going to call it Hope Palooza. Is that what it's called? No, it's Hope Stock.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like Hope Stock, yeah.
Yeah, instead of Woodstock, it's Hope Stock. So yeah, a lot of things are coming down the pipeline, and then we also, with our involvements with the Happy Neighborhood Project, there is a veteran entrepreneurs group, and one of our co-hosts with HMP Veteran Entrepreneurs is somebody that Anna Marie intends to be a part of this coalition. So we're waiting on learning more about those developments. And then through the Disability Channel, we have prospects out of Connecticut to be involved out there. So kind of by the time we get done with this, we're getting a sprawl going around the country, and that's what Anna Maria had intended all along anyway. She has been very passionate about getting to every major city across the country and to teach cities and to have a funding process to utilize what she has established out of Madison, Wisconsin, and with the proper funding by the cities, they could go ahead and adopt this program that has been proven successful out of Madison, Wisconsin, which is the Community Online Work Center. So, so that's basically Anna Maria's work product and what's come of all these works from Prosperity Pathways, Onward and Upward. And so, yeah, it's exciting that we have some collaborations. And as we talk about these things, my initial proposal was that really long term, it looks like we've got like a $2 million goal going here. So with our 2022 to save 22, I thought let's work with that numerology and make it $2,200,000 or $2,220,022 or something like that. So, so we're all discussing that catchy fundraising goal in the long term, and then figuring it out how we boil it down to our 222 to save 22 day, February 22nd next year. And I think that kind of sets the stage on that. What else did you want to bring out of that, Emily?
What's exciting is that Brian from Project Die Hard is going to be coming up here to Wisconsin next week from Kentucky. And so we're looking into helping out finding a place to. He's kind of here for something else, but we're gonna help him with getting into a hotel and whatever else. Meet up with him. And Rich, I just got the email from him regarding that carried, so I can tell you later. She looks like he froze. But yeah, so exciting things are happening. Oh, and then another person that's going to be hopefully a part of this whole veteran project that we've been working on is Justin from VWAS, Veterans and Warriors One Stop Shop.
Mhm.
And he's been doing, so VWAS is a okay, so here is a plate of VWAS, and it's about bringing resources for for veterans to one place. So you only have to make one stop somewhere instead of multiple spots to multiple different organizations. And so Adam, what do you have to say?
Well, I just wanted to say that these podcasts will eventually become coming out in audio format for those who do not have access to the ability to access these live streams. A lot of you probably do. As you and Kurt were talking, I was in the background creating a show for this exact reason, this podcast, so that you can use what I do to help gain exposure. So a lot of these shows will be in edited format. All the dead air will be taken out and things like that. So the dead air that you're hearing right now, with these big long pauses, I do that too. Don't get me wrong, I do that too. The dead air that you're hearing right now from a long pause, you, with the audio editing and the processing that I do, you won't hear that. So these podcasts may not seem very entertaining right now, but the way I do things, and this is where I'm saying onward and upward. That's a slogan that I use for one of my shows or live broadcasts that I did, and I thank Anna Maria for that, because I used that for an word ending at the end of one of my recordings. So my portion is onward and upward. For those that don't have computers, we're going to find ways down the road to create apps so you can get the audio portion of these shows as well. So that is the reason why I join very few of these podcasts, to just hear basically the format of each podcast and whether I think it's suitable to put in audio format. And of course, since the station is sponsored by Onward and Upward and Prosperity Pathways, this podcast is suitable for the station. So things will be coming out in audio format. We are just trying to tie up some loose ends so that I can get access to the recordings, and get things done for folks faster. So better versions of these shows are coming out for those who cannot access the video portion.
Well, we lost Kurt for a couple months, and now we got him back.
Did you freeze again, Kurt?
So Kurt, he was just talking about radio.co. But
Just to fill the time.
But do you have any thoughts on what he said? Kurt?
So you're asking me to talk about this and Prosperity Pathways being on radio.co. Just trying
No,
to,
I just explained
There.
it. I just explained it to kind of fill the dead air. So
Yeah, but if you had any more comments or thoughts related to
Yeah.
that, or something else,
yeah,
Uh,
what I'll usually do, Kurt, is when if there's dead air and I'm just sitting here doing nothing, I'll just explain what I do just to fill the dead air. So
okay.
for a little bit.
Well, Emily, what do you have structured for the next 25 minutes?
oh, well, you were gone. I said something about VWAS, Justin and VWAS, and showed the website. But but for the next little bit here, we'll see if Anna Maria comes on. Otherwise, as might have been mentioned before, in the Happy Neighborhood Project, we recently started the H&P nonprofit group, which was sort of born out of Onward and Upward. Since Onward and Upward is a podcast, or not a podcast, a nonprofit. Geez, it's a podcast and a nonprofit. And we have been getting pretty good attendance, but we're always happy to, we're always looking for new people to join us at any of our Happy Neighborhood Projects meetings. And if anybody is interested, to please go to the happyneighborhoodproject.com/networking and choose which meeting you'd like to go to. Gary, do you have anything you want to
What is
to be
their,
said?
what is their official website?
The happyneighborhoodproject.com.
Yeah. So you just Google that.
Yes,
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
Eric must be multitasking.
Yeah. He's got
Anything
three.
you want to? He just likes to turn off his camera just because. But is there something you want to make sure gets talked about, Kurt, today on the podcast? Anything you have to say about anything?
Well, Adam, I'm wondering if you'd be inclined to share your experience with the Happy Neighborhood Project. You had visited a meeting, and so I don't know if you want to
Yeah,
You thought about it?
I guess I could. Um, I kind of jumped in there spontaneously. Um, I was scrolling through Facebook. Um, can you guys hear me? I'm muted. I'm not unmuted. I'm
Yeah,
mute. I'm not
yes, yeah.
muted.
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh man, I was in a meeting earlier this afternoon, and I forget sometimes that I'm muted. But
I think that's happened to all of us. That's
yeah.
certainly happened to me
Um,
before.
I was one day I was scrolling through Facebook, and the Happy Neighborhood Project just popped up in my news feed. Scrolling through it, popped up in my news feed, and I clicked on it, went to their website, and I looked at it, and I said, you know what, let me give this one a try. And then that's when I heard about the Zoom deal that they have. So I'm really excited about that. I may I would like to take advantage of that. But I'm having issues right now. As far as feeling comfortable with it, we've got to go through. I The three of us need to sit down, and we just really need to go through this because I've got some concerns so that I need to work out um, with my personal Zoom account as well. So and Google
Okay.
has got and Google has got these privacy settings. So I just don't want my security settings to be messed up. I feel like we need to do a one-on-one and just go through, um, explain how this all works because I feel like I'm missing something. Um, but back to that, I did not know what to expect. I knew I needed to talk. I knew I had something in my mind on my mind that I wanted to probably at that time I had something on my mind that I wanted to probably talk to you and Kurt about, and then that's when the Happy Neighborhood Project popped up, and I said, you know what, there's a good chance they might be in there. So I went ahead, tried to give the I went ahead and I gave it a shot. And I went ahead and I gave it a shot. Um, I was not expecting you guys have talked about it before, but I was not expecting, for me personally, I was not expecting the breakout rooms. I was not expecting the breakout rooms because for me, I find that it's hard for me to explain what I do with radio and the way I market. I'm not trying to market it. I'm not trying to market it, the stations at all, um, with my recordings and stuff, but explaining what I do, as far as my radio edits is really hard because I feel like in the first 5 minutes, people lose interest. That's not what they're here to. That's I feel like that's not what they're here to see. You know, I feel like I have to be running a business, which I am, but it's not a business right now that I'm looking to help um, market myself. I'm not trying to raise money for myself. I just there's a lot of people. There's a few people on there, Kurt, like Aranda Lee is what her first name is. Um, I at least got one positive thing out of it, and that was in my breakout room. I think her name was Rhonda Lee. Um, said that she wants to become a podcast guest. Excuse me, you're talking to the right person. You're talking to the right person, and it sounds like, based on your backstory, you want to become a podcast guest, and you want to tell your story about a possible traumatic brain injury. I got the perfect person that has the right interview questions to ask. And then that's when I got on the phone with Jory, one of our SureTel relatives. I say for me, Kurt, I know he is your SureTel relative, but I consider him a really, really close friend. So I'm using SureTel relative because him and I'm not related to him, but we talk about him every time with this radio stuff, and I'm using that word because it just sums up our friendship. And so I reached out to him and I said, how do you do your interviews? How do you do your interviews as far as the videos that he produces? And he says, I don't necessarily do videos. The videos were something completely different. And then that's when I said, do you have a form that we can send that I can have this person fill out? He wants to get to that point, but he's not there yet. So I said, when you feel the time is right, because he has got personal issues going on right now. When you feel the time is right, we can reach out to her together and we can get her on your podcast. We can get her on the podcast, and I can get the player on your website, and you can interview her, which means she can tell her story, but you'll be the person asking the questions based on her story. And I explained about the traumatic brain injury, and he's like, those are the people that I'm interested in interviewing or having a strong conversation with. So I said, Jory, I may have a guest for you. So he's very excited about that. Unfortunately, I did find out some very sad news about him personally. So I'm letting him go for a couple months. Probably not going to reach back out to him until I move. I'm so close to moving. So I'm probably going to shut down probably next week, at the end of next week, and then ramp back up once I get settled again. So that is so the reason I went into depth is because that's a positive outcome that I received when joining that meeting, the Happy Neighborhood Project meeting 2 weeks ago on Tuesday. I really am excited about that $25 enterprise deal. I would definitely want to take that for Hope and Still, because I'm pretty sure that when we do interviews, Jory is going to want to use my Zoom account, meaning he'll want me to schedule and host the shows. So I'm very happy and excited about that. That's why I reached out to you guys afterwards and had you clarify what I heard, because I thought I heard something different, because she read that script so fast that I thought I misheard something. But I want to thank you guys for clarifying me on that situation, because I researched it and I could not find the Zoom form until you guys showed me. So I am very glad that you clarified that, and I'm just excited because I think at the time when I was talking with Jory, I feel that I made his day, even though it sounded like he was going through a personal issue, and he was. Later on, I did find out what that was. So once I did, I said, you know what? I'll check in with you in a couple weeks. You tell me when you're ready. So he's incognito for the time being, but he will be back soon. So I'm hoping. So that's a positive story that came out of the Happy Neighborhood Project, thanks to Edwin. And, I really appreciate them telling me that. And I'm looking forward to taking advantage with it about the next month or two. Very, very exciting.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm sure it's one of probably many positive stories that have come out of the Happy Neighborhood Project.
At least for me, because I use
Yeah.
At least for me, Kurt, and please, this, I use Zoom a lot to record my audio with guests just because of the audio quality. So that is why I'm really excited about that opportunity. If I can get it for $25 a month on Enterprise, that's a win-win score for me.
That's great. Comments? Mr.
I didn't mean
Eska?
to get too in depth about that, but
It's perfectly okay.
just a positive story that I'm very excited about.
Yep. Cared anything?
Well, I'm wondering, Emily, if you want to do a check-in with our brother Adam here and see if he might be some pot to material. What do you think?
Pot to pot, what does that mean?
Kurt, do you know what that means? I'm not sure if I.
Yeah, is that something you just came up with?
No, that's of African origin. It's basically a party.
Okay. Well, I know we're gonna have a party next week with our buddy Chad, so
on Wednesday. Yeah, that'll be fun. The ice cream social afterwards. And but as far as
folks that are just having folks that are watching the live stream, if we are getting any watchers, we like to have on these podcasts, we like to have a little bit of fun. So
yes, we do. We're we're a fun bunch. But as far as the pod to pod goes, it's something that Edwin and his wife have been hosting every Friday for the last, I don't know how long, a while. And it's on Clubhouse, as where you go in and they play music from like around the world, and then you can Edwin turns into DJ Cho, and you can give him the name and artist of a song you want to be played, and he'll play it. And it's rather fun. Right, Kurt?
That's right.
So, Adam, if you were interested or wanted to join us with that, you're more than welcome.
We got about 4 minutes remaining.
I'm missing, Anne Marie at the moment. Yeah, she was busy in the middle of something else. She's okay. Um, um, let me see. Um, any thoughts, Kurt? Anything you want to say?
Close it out, Kurt.
Yeah, I would say, this is a good time to get us transitioning to the broader realm of things with transforming media and our podcast mogul, Marcus Hart, and World Ability Podcast Network, and kind of the rundown of all of your podcasts, Emily, and how people catch the radio show and all that. So yeah, let's make it a closing ritual.
Yeah, I was going to. I didn't know if I was steering film lens earlier or not. But anyway, just wanted to thank everybody first thank Kurt and Adam for being on here today. And then also thank you to everybody who has tuned in today and past weeks. And to invite you back next week, the same time, same place. And we also have Kurt and I also do a few other podcasts or shows. We have the Compassionate Citizen podcast Tuesdays at 3 Central. We have the Prosperity Pathways podcast on Wednesdays at 3 Central. And then at 7:30 Central on Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m. Central. We have a radio show called Ability MK Now, which focuses on stuff related to Milwaukee, people and things from out of Milwaukee. And then obviously we have this Onward and Upward podcast on Fridays.
Let me just clarify. Yes, Ability MK Now is local to the Milwaukee area. That is a show that I started with our buddy here, Kurt Roscoff. I am the original captain for that show. Still involved in that show, but because I've got radio.co going on, I am involved more now in the background. But I just want to, what you said, Emily, was fine about events in Milwaukee, but mainly we focus on disability advocacy and what it's like for those in wheelchairs and how to get around, best practices. And I like what you said a couple weeks ago, Kurt. We have to have folks, Milwaukee folks with disabilities involved in the planning. So it focuses mostly on disability advocacy, projects, different kind of things. So it's basically more focused on, it's basically focused mostly on disability advocacy. That's the main topic, along with other local events going around the area with Milwaukee. So
Correct. And then Saturday is the World of Ability, which is also on disability and disability advocacy and so on as well. And also would like to thank, while we're on thinking of Milwaukee here, we want to thank Marcus Hart of Transform You Media for producing and having our podcast being powered through his Transform You Media network. And Garrett, any last words?
How do people contact Onward and Upward?
Either by email at contact@onwardupwardinc.com. onwardupwardinc.com. Our website of onwardupwardinc.org, or our phone number of 608-515-8227. And anybody who is either looking to or interested in either donating, sponsoring, volunteering, referring somebody, to feel free to send them our way. Anything else either of you want to say?
Anything from you, Adam?
You're on mute,
You're on
mister.
mute.
You were just talking about.
Yeah, I think I'm good. We've wrapped it up pretty well. So
Any last things from you, Mr. Ruskoff?
Well, I can offer that I'm always happy to be an ambassador of Onward and Upward, and folks can also email me anytime, Kurt, K-U-R-T, at thedisabilitychannel.us. And my phone number, if folks want to reach out to me or text me, call or text 262-372-1SKI. That's 262-372-1754. And a big thanks for all of the subscriptions to our YouTube channels and our Facebook pages and Facebook groups and everything we've got out there on our LinkedIn with company pages and groups. So we encourage you to keep on sharing and commenting and reacting to everything we got out there and sharing it out on Twitter and everything else you can do. So that is great. Thank you for being our fans. And that'll do it for me. Until next time.